Hello everyone, Percy7 here, back with some more Bloons TD6. In this video, I want to see if it's possible to beat a boss on one of the hardest maps in the game, being #ouch. Now, I'm not really sure if this is possible. I did decide to go for normal first, as I do want to tackle elite maybe at a bit of a later date, but I think for now, it'd probably be best if I went for normal first, just to see what kind of general strategy I kind of want to go for this boss. Now, I did make it easier on myself by having easy mode prices. So just because, as you see here, Bloonarius spawns right here, you don't really have a lot of space when it comes to kind of defense. My main worry is not Bloonarius himself, but the insides. I'm not really sure how we're gonna defend the ceramic clusters that spawn in. My thought so far is something like Arctic Wind. But then again, I'm not really 200% sure. I think maybe Arctic Wind and Cluster might be enough, but who knows. Also, another thing about #ouch is that because of this sheer difficulty of the map, we have to spend a lot of defense, a lot more than we usually do for kind of general defense. So I think what I'm going to do is go for sub here, and hopefully just Dart, sub, and Heralda will be enough to be able to... Well, hopefully those three towers will be enough to carry me enough to be able to afford a farm at a decent time. I think sub should just due to his seeking ability. So let's hope that will be enough. Greeting is definitely going to be the name of the game here. There's not really a whole lot of farming space, because we do have to factor in defense as well. So we won't really have a huge space for farming. Maybe I won't get rid of the water at all, and we'll just go for like a trade empire army. But I'm not even sure if we can fit... I don't think you can fit 20 boats here, it doesn't seem like. Now, I like to say that this is on my alt account, which does not have full knowledge, so that'll make things a bit more difficult. I do have the important one, which is there can only be one, so I can go for VTSG if I can even afford it. But yeah, no mana shield, marketplaces don't generate lives, and we also don't have the knowledge that makes valuable bananas worth more. So if you ask, 204 and 205 will be better in this case, just because we don't have knowledge. So it seems like sub is doing pretty well. I think for 15, I definitely have to go for twin guns. Definitely have to go for that. And maybe longer range. Hopefully I can get my next farm up soon. Hopefully this isn't too difficult. I'm thinking for tier 1 Bloonarius, we're gonna go for like some speedrun strategies. 2 first strikes is enough to be able to beat tier 1. That does do enough damage, and hopefully that will be enough to take this down. Thinking maybe Arctic Wind and like just recursive cluster spam. Like I think definitely we're gonna need a lot more recursive clusters than normal. I'm thinking maybe like 3 or 4 probably is gonna be enough. Also, we are leaking quite a bit. Let's use, I don't know, sharpening stone. Now let's get advanced intel up, and then let's get range on you, and we should be fine. Maybe doesn't seem like it. We're barely holding on. I think I'm gonna go for my farm even though we're still leaking, and then I'll just place like a ninja down, because I think this side is lacking the most. And after this, I want to go for my air burst. I'm gonna go for that air burst. Alrighty, so it is now time for the boss. I did sort of pre-charge first strike. I only got like 1 down. Don't really have a lot of money to work with, to be honest, for defense. Not really looking too great. First things first, let's get some traps down in the back just in case. Let's go for an Arctic Wind with refreeze. I think we should be fine for maybe Bloon defense. Let's go for a cluster maybe right here, and then we can start working on like a second one. Hopefully that should be enough. Hopefully, anyways. I'm also hoping that the pinks from Bloonarius will hopefully not go into this other lane right here. I guess it's fine if it does, because we do have ninja and sub there. Also Moab, are we fine? Yes. All right, so we use 1. That takes on a lot. Hopefully we're fine for this cluster. Okay, barely. So let's go for another one and then use another first strike. Okay, so that was not bad. Not bad, not bad. Alrighty. And then we want to sell these for, of course, our BRF. That we cannot afford. Barely. But we also we need to get some more defense. Let's go for trip guns. Let's go for ninja back. I don't need you or you. Let's go for double shot on this side, and let's give this guy our pickles, stone, and let's give you one of this. And so tier 2, I think we probably can do the same thing, is go for more first strikes. The ceramic cluster is slightly larger, so I guess that maybe won't be too much of an issue, but who knows, who knows. I guess we'll see when we get there. I think I can maybe go for 2 BRF since it is easy mode, but who knows. Alrighty, so round 57. Farming's looking okay. Not really much you can really do here. Only like 2 BRFs in. Or I guess Central Markets isn't really terrible. Man, defending hashtag out, like even mid game with cash is not the easiest task in the world. Trying to manage farming and also not losing is kind of a task in itself. And hopefully we're good here. Does everyone have sharpening? Yes, this will be fine. Also, we are not good against camo leads. Nice, remember that. Why isn't this guy eating leads? It should be fine now. Oh, please don't leak here. We're dead, aren't we? Nope, we're fine. But alright, let's go back. We have 75,000 HP to work with. So let's see what I want to do for that. So if I sell these, I have 95k to work with. I'll sell the super monkey because why not? So what do I want to do? What is the best option here? I didn't really pre-charge any first strikes. I completely forgot about that. Let's see. Let's see here. I could go for mad. I could. That's not a terrible option, which I guess I could do. So I guess we'll go for mad, and then in the back, let me move this over so I can get I think for this tier I might want to go for a snowstorm, just so that way we have more. Just that way we have just a bit more. There's a bit more pierce, and as well as the ability is also not that bad. So let's go for you, and we have 30k. And then I think with that, I think maybe let's go for glue hose, and then let's invest the rest of the money in cannons. And I think that should hopefully be enough. Let's get tier 4 alpha buff, and let's get Bloon Jitsu on this side so that we're fine. Let's see, anything here useful? No, I guess maybe glue in the back just in case. Let's get like glue over here just so that I'm not dying, and hopefully this should be enough. So I think this could work. Probably should have went for some buffs. Hopefully this is fast enough. And how are we for the ceramic insides? Not really as good as I would hope for, so let's go for even more cannons down. And then how is that? I think that's good. All right. And hopefully this side should be cleaning up just nicely. And 63 is coming soon, so that is a bit worrisome. Hopefully we can beat this before 63 comes. It seems like we do. So for 63, indecisive. I'm not even sure. Big one. Although the wave is split, isn't it? Pretty sure it's split. And they don't really feel like microing, so interesting. All right, so let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. You. How much? BC 85k. 85k. We did sell everything. Let's go for another ninja on this side, just because this side feels kind of lackluster. And hopefully they should be able to carry mid game. And then we're almost there. We make money from this round, hopefully. Alrighty. 63 is an issue. Hopefully this saves so I can have time to. Alright. 80k defense 63 sounds easy, so it's this side that's kind of a worry. So let's go for hose. Alrighty, so for tier 3, round 80, we have around 181k to work with. 181. So let's see. I'm thinking for this, Avatar of Wrath and Mad, I think should be enough. And then for cleanup, I think Bloonarius only spawns mobs at this tier. So for cleanup, I am thinking that maybe Glaive Lord might be a decent option. Alright, so let's get Avatar Wrath, and let's go for the pop busts. Because we do need a breakdown. I think it's 350,000 now. And I think these two should be strong enough to take that down. Alright, so let's go for Camo Village, let's go for Jungle Drums, let's go for MAD. And then bit of an expensive defend, but you really do have to over defend going for something like this. And then hopefully, I do believe Sub Commander over here should be able to work. Let's go for glue right here just in case. Then hopefully this is enough. If not, I can always go for Homeland, which I will right now. But no, I think this is enough. Although we do have to be quick. We do have to be quick is the thing. Don't have a lot of time before Bloonarius exits. So it seems like Glaive Lord is taking care of everything quite nicely. Alright, so tier 3 is done. Thankfully, and I think I'll keep Avatar Wrath maybe for general balloon defense. And I'm going to go for Ultra Boost so I can start working on stacks for Banana Central. I could not imagine doing this on Elite. I think you would definitely need extra starting cash because there's no way like the 850 you start with is enough to be able to. There's no way like the 850 you start with is enough to be able to beat this, because you wouldn't be able to farm hard enough for like the early game. All right, so for tier 4, I didn't really do any pre-planning before, so I probably should go home and do that. Anyways, at this point we have enough money to straight up afford a Paragon. Now I did get some Paragon power totems while it's in the middle of farming slash defending. Now let's sell everything, because I think at this point, I think Ace, yeah, Ace is pretty good. I think Ace honestly by itself is strong enough to be able to basically solo everything. I think we just have enough money to barely afford it. Let's get SAR, let's get Shredder, and let's go for Ace. Degree 35, I'll take it. Center path, let's do over here. Bombs will go from here to, oh, I can cover the whole track. Alright, so I'm gonna keep Avatar Wrath. Let's go for MAD, and then Glaive Lord in the back just to wrong cross path. Glaive Lord in the back for defense, and let's get, I guess, maybe Absolute Zero. And then I think over here I need defense for this side, so I'm gonna go for Grandmaster, and then I think I might go for Permabrew. And then let's upgrade this to Homeland. Let's get Blue Storm, and I think we should be good here. We start getting a charging up Chinook down so I can move Permabrew over, and I think this should be good. Let's start ultra boosting, I guess, Mad. Right, Mad does have some stacks on it. And then hopefully ZMG inside should be no issue. Seems like it's not. Alright, so tier 5 should be pretty easy. Let's refresh the Rejuve Potion, and the thing that's going to worry me now is the bads that spawn. We have to pop them down as soon as possible, and it seems like we just might not have enough in the tank. Now, where's Doomship? Okay, I'm going to have to kind of predict when Doomship is going to. Let's drop it now. I think that was a bit too late, and hopefully we're not dead to the bad insides. And then let's Snowstorm once it pops. If it pops, come on. No, But we're dead to this bad. There's no way we pop it. Interesting. Nope. Oh, barely. Interesting. I guess that's something that's going to be a lookout for tier for elite. We'll say. Bloonarius on an extra map isn't really all that, or I guess on Ouch is not difficult, but I guess this is normal. Not really sure if this would be possible on elite. I think you would definitely need some starting cash for that, as there's no way you can farm hard enough for the early game to be able to afford everything you need for the late game. You could probably beat tier 1, but I don't think you'd be able to farm hard enough to be able to beat tier 2 is the thing. Maybe Bloonarius on Workshop would be pretty fun, but who knows? Or maybe Flooded Valley. I think elite on Flooded Valley is probably possible. So I think I'll try that on the next video. So if you want to see me try to beat elite Bloonarius on Flooded Valley, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, join Discord. Link is down below in the description.